Hey guys, this is Michael from EAKCrewProductions. It's your main man, Mike. I just want to talk to you guys about Mermails and some different card choices that you can use and situations where you can get the better hand of them. Sorry about that, it's my Xbox mic. And I know I'm got some beard going on and stuff like that. I haven't gotten up and shaved yet. I got some pretty bad news about family members, so I'm kind of out of it. But I wanted to bring you this video about Mermails because I've been playing the deck and the deck is really amazing. And because it's so amazing though, I want people to also know how to stop it. So let's go over some card choices. First off is the obvious one for the side deck, which is Dimensional Fissure or Macro, whichever one you can run. Personally, if you can run Macro, it's better because then it also comes into play not only for like Dark Worlds, but also for Fire Fists, because if they can't send those spell cards to the Tenki and Tensu to the graveyard, then they can't use the effects to blow up your monsters and stuff like that, and blow up your back row with Gorilla. So Macro or Dimensional Fissure, because Macro is more universal, while Defissure is also pretty extremely universal, but really hurts the deck because then they don't get those effects off of their Atlanteans that they discard, and the Mermail Grande, which they now play if you're playing against the Billy break in Jeff Jones build. But there's MST. A lot of people just use MST incorrectly this format, and it's really important that you know how to use MST when playing against Mermail Atlanteans, because a lot of people will just blind back row shoot like with their MSTs, which will just get them to chain an Abyss Sphere to your MST, making you go neg1 while they just bring out this giant 2400 beater or the 2700 lead beater. So really you want to hold MSTs in your hand, because if they activate an Abyss Sphere and you chain to it with your MST, they do not get to special summon a monster because their card doesn't get to resolve. So because it happens like this: chain link 1 Abyss Sphere, chain link 2 MST. MST happens first because it resolves, destroying Abyss Sphere. Abyss Sphere fizzles and doesn't bring anything out. So it's a 1-for-1, and it's the way you want MST to actually operate. And then there is also the card going around in Heroes a lot is Night Beam. Night Beam is your other option to MST, even though I believe in some of the hero builds that have top, they ran 3 MST and 3 Night Beam, which is pretty excessive in my opinion, especially since you have like decks like Chaos Dragons and Agents running around. I imagine that having 6 cards that are pretty much dead, imagine they got beat out by those. But what Night Beam does is it allows it so that they can't activate those Abyss Spheres to your cards. However, this is something that you need to know now that we talk about Night Beam in general as a card, is Night Beam is, you can get around the card. So Night Beam, I don't have the exact text in front of me, but it pretty much reads that you destroy a face down, and that face down card cannot be activated in succession to Night Beam. So the way you play around Night Beam is your opponent plays Night Beam. Let's say you're the Mermail player and your opponent plays Night Beam, and you have like two Abyss Spheres face down. So what you would do is you would chain the Abyss Sphere that's not being targeted by Night Beam, and then because now you can chain the Abyss Sphere that is being targeted by Night Beam, because what happens there is that you are no longer chaining to the Night Beam that card that is being targeted. So it's just a way of playing around Night Beam, which I don't think a lot of people know about. A lot of them just go, oh, well, my card's face down, when like their opponent has a face down back row and and the other card is an MST. So you could go MST chain Abyss Sphere, but stuff like that. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. I'm kind of out of it, but I hope you guys learn from that. I hope you guys grow as a player, and peace. Subscribe. It's your main man, Mike. Bye.